is not just calories. Food is information. It talks to your DNA and tells it what to do. The most potent fast to change your environment, to change your health and your entire world lies with your fork. Those are the words of Mark Amen. My name is Tolani Fashion, your media queen from the Savage Line, and this is Nutrition Gist in a beautiful health and lifestyle show. Let's have a conversation on the just concluded World Breastfeeding Week. It was everywhere, and then the awareness programs as usual reminding people about the essence of breastfeeding. But I want to talk about exclusive breastfeeding. I wouldn't talk too much, just mention like 2-3 points on why exclusive breastfeeding is very, very important. Number one, when you are able to do exclusive breastfeeding for your child, exclusive breastfeeding simply means giving your baby, breast milk alone for the first 6 months of life. Alone, not adding water, not adding some herbal concoctions, not adding home food or anything, not adding pap like we usually do in this part of the world. Just breast milk, not giving baby foods, baby milk, breast milk alone. That is what is recommended by WHO because it helps a whole lot. Number one, your child has low risk of infections, GIT infections like stooling, like some baby gastritis, like tummy discomfort. The incidences is reduced greatly when babies go through or mothers give their baby breast milk exclusively. Breastfeeding helps as it helps the child, it helps the mothers as well. But before I even talk about that, let me explain again about the brain development of babies. People are amazed how a baby brought from the village could be so smart, so intelligent than a boy in the most urban places in a city, where the mother kept on buying cans and cans and cans of different types of baby milks. You know why? Because there is a neurological, radiological report that shows the brain of a child that was exclusively breastfed and the brain of another child that was fed on infant substitute milk. And the amazing thing, any child that was fed on exclusive breastfeeding alone are smarter, sharper, and more intelligent than babies that are fed largely on alternative or milk substitutes. Because exclusive breast milk, the breast milk, we know it is rich in antibodies, it is rich in a lot of vital nutrients. It is a package that is made for the child and alone can sustain the baby for 6 solid months. You do not need to add water. That's the third thing you must know to the breast milk. It has the right temperature, it has the right fluid consistency, the right temperature, and all the nutrients are well packed in it. Some will say, okay, there is no iron in milk. So how does the child sustain the iron content? If we say we should just keep giving breast milk alone for 6 months. I say every baby born is born with a block of iron that sustains them, block of blood, block of iron that sustains them for the 6 months. So giving them breast milk alone for 6 months will not upset anything in their body, and rather it would make their immune system stronger, it will make them more smarter and more intelligent, and it will reduce the incidences of emergencies like diarrhea, like dysentery, like stooling, like constipation that can come from baby foods. And of course, on the side of the mother, some Gen Z mothers and some, celebrity moms, they say, I don't want my breast to go flat, I don't want this. I say, but you don't mind having a dull child in future? You better let the breast go flat for the baby to be fine. And really, the breast won't go flat. It's just mother duties. By the time you're back after the process of breastfeeding, things should normalize again. But you know, breastfeeding, it also helps the mother. Apart from the exclusive breastfeeding that goes for 6 months, the child should be breastfed for 2 years along with home food. After 6 months, you begin to give home food, you begin to give baby foods, and there are many that you can give. You begin to give some cereals, you begin to add some soft food like we have with some stews, reduce the peppers, you make the fish like Titus fish, like, those mackerel fishes. In some of our soups, we have a whole lot of them that you can begin to give home food with breast milk for the next 2 years. Mothers themselves that breastfeed, they have less incidences of postpartum depression. When we talk about postpartum depression, people don't know that it is a serious health disorder. In fact, some women die, some go outrightly crazy after delivery with postpartum depression. But when they're breastfeeding their child, they're lactating properly, and we'll still do another series on what helps better lactation. But for now, when the mother is breastfeeding adequately, the incidence of it helps her psychologically, it balances her, it relaxes her, she gets fulfilled doing that act, and then the incidences of depression or postpartum depression as well reduces. Another thing that some say, oh, I have issues, I'm not even lactating. That is why we tell midwives, we tell doctors, we tell gynecologists, we tell the medical team, when a woman delivers, put the baby to her breast within the first 1 hour of delivery. They say, oh, what if she's having a CS? Put the baby to her breast. There is something that is set up immediately. The baby latches on that breast, on that nipple, and suckles. The incidences of inability to lactate reduces greatly in mothers whose babies are put to their breast the first hour after delivery. Sadly, what we have are in most hospitals, rather than put the baby to the mother's breast, they won't do that. After they deliver the baby, and then they clean, and then they do everything, and it's been hours, then they begin to mix baby food, and that's the first thing they give them the baby. Some mothers have to struggle. Some mothers who are well educated struggle with some nurses. Give me my baby. Just put the baby to the mother's breast. It helps and reduces, it helps in the long run and reduces the incidences of not lactating enough. Now, another thing people don't know is that breastfeeding is natural fertility for the mother. It helps to extract the womb back, reduces the tummy size, helps weight loss too rapidly. Rather than all the concussions you're taking beer, not knowing that it's another long run, your tummy will keep increasing in size, because I will talk about the breakdown, because alcohol is actually liquid carbohydrate, but we're not going into that today. What I am trying to say is that when you breastfeed well, it is natural family planning. It's natural because it helps to reduce, number one, the incidence of you having another baby, and number two, it helps weight loss and womb, proper positioning, the fat reduction in fats and all of that post-delivery. Breast milk is very, very important. Breastfeed your babies. Don't dump a lot of pap on your babies. It can make them malnourished. They can start having marasmus, having kwashiorkor. At the same time, don't feed them and load them with artificial, baby foods and all of that. Let them go through the 6 months of exclusive breast milk, and then let them, have the 2 years breastfeeding. So the mother-baby bond increases more when you are breastfeeding. Alright, so this is our advocacy for breastfeeding. Union Television comes to you saying, embrace exclusive breastfeeding. Embrace the 6 months exclusive breastfeeding, and we want workplaces to also make it possible for mothers. Have a breastfeeding section, give them breaks so that they can go to breastfeed regularly, because When you breastfeed children, you reduce the incidences of more mortality, child deaths. You reduce the incidences of infections and diseases. You improve the health of the mother. You help family planning because it delays another baby coming in quickly. And of course, we have a better society. The more intelligent babies, the more better workforce, the more improved society. It's on this note that we will draw the curtain of this episode of Nutrition Gist, coming to you live from Union Television. I remain your media queen from the Savage Line, Telani Fashion. Till we meet again, you go, eat to live and don't live to eat. Bye for now.